Star of the Week
さあ今週のスター・オブ・ザ・ウィークはこの人をスタジオに迎えています。Rick Springfield です。Welcome.
Thank you. Good to see
And
you.
how have you been?
Fine.
First met you in Hollywood when you're in the studio for
Hard to Hold, yeah.
Hard to Hold, yeah. That was 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Since then you have been mostly busy musically, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't done another film yet. We'll be doing more films this year.
Oh yeah? I thought you'd be concentrating on music only. I mean,
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I'm not touring anymore this year. So the Japanese tour is the last tour. And be doing an album towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
And hopefully a couple of films this year.
Yeah. Well, it should be pretty much different because somebody said in the motion picture, director's the boss, and maybe cameraman comes the second, and actors are like roadies.
Talking meat.
It's how do you say it's a change, nice change.
Well, no, I don't know enough about directing or camera work to assume that role anyway, you know. So you just movie's a lot more of a crapshoot, and you have more people that you have to trust in. Whereas with a record, it's just you know.
Right. So
it's a little harder that way. You have a little more of a gamble.
But you have the well balanced. You have both of them in well balanced way. Or?
Within me, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Got some work to do on them.
Like, you know, when you're in a recording studio, you miss motion picture, and when you're in a movie studio, you miss the music.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, music I'm always thinking about, though, anyway, you know, when you write songs, you're always thinking about it in your head pretty much continually.
It's just the state of the heart.
Yeah, well, do you call it a pressure? I mean, you know, when you're making records like this, you know, you should like if you're a music critic, you go to a concert, you always have to prepare your opinion, right?
Yeah.
And that's a constant pressure. And when you're a musician, not an actor, you have to, you know, well, you look at me and do you think of any music? You know, that's that kind of pressure.
Yeah, I'm always I don't really feel any pressure from writing because I enjoy it so much, you know. But there are pressures. I mean, you know, like on the road, there's pressures. I feel pressures. I feel different pressures in different areas. But writing, I never really do because it's started out as a hobby for me, you know, and it still is. I love to do it.
Over the years, you mean?
Yeah.
When you started...
I got into it because I really love to do it, you know.
When you were a teenager.
Yeah, I wouldn't
way down under.
Yeah. Way down under. Way.
Right. Tell us about this. This is not, I should say, the latest. But, not so new. How come Taoism?
Well, I was reading a lot about it as I was writing the album. The album is not about Taoism, but there's a spirit in there of I think from what I was reading, you know. It's mainly I just like the title, you know, and it's nothing really. I have beliefs, you know. I've read about Taoism, and I like a lot of the things I read about it, but I just incorporated some of it in the album. But it's mainly the album is about a loss of innocence, really, with the world, rather than about Taoism.
Yeah, you must have read about Buddhism or Zen or Shintoism. Shintoism and Tao. There's much in common, isn't that? We use this character in.
Yeah, so I understand.
Right. You watch movies too?
Yeah, I watch a lot of movies.
What are some of the latest ones that impress you?
Yeah, you really ask me that. Let's see, I know, I've gone blank. Name some. Throw some at me.
What about some of the
See, you can't think of any other, right?
It's pretty hard, huh?
Tell me some of your favorite movies. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
So, what do you do when you're not faced with a music or a motion picture?
I do activities, you know, like ATC, you know, three-wheel bikes and flying and.
You fly too?
Well, I have it's a new invention actually. It's not. It's only been around a couple of months. Called the Paraplane. That is like a parachute with like a go-kart and the propellers in the back. It's a pretty wild thing. Just I like to do activities like snow skiing. Just came back from skiing, as a matter of fact, before I came over here.
Yeah.
And that's really how I relax.
And you, like you said, you'd be finishing the next album.
Yeah, I'll be finishing the album probably towards the end of the year. I'll do a new album around maybe August, September, October.
You have some materials ready.
I have ideas, you know, nothing written out yet. I've been pretty busy up until now, you know. Got to take some time to sit down and write.
Any question for me?
Any questions for you?
Yeah.
Name 5 of your favorite films right now. 5, 4, 3.
I'm still